Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It's Rob Lizz, his morning crew on his radio.
You know, we got a text last week, I think, from somebody that said they had already watched the Polar Express. Right. So people are starting to get in that kind of mood.
I guess I'm not there yet.
I would watch a couple of Christmas movies now. I don't see a problem with it.
I get it because, 2020's been a strange year.
Let's
get it through. And
right.
At least Christmas movies make you happy, and they're clean enough.
Yeah, most of them are clean enough. So
most
that's cool.
of them.
Yes, you have to watch. But coming for the holidays to Netflix, they do have some new movies.
Netflix?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
So you've got The Princess Switch, which I think it's a sequel from one of the earlier, I remember watching the first one, so that's going to be good. There's a Dolly Parton one, Christmas on the Square. One that I'm really excited about is the Christmas Chronicles 2. Did you see the Christmas Chronicles, the first one?
I don't even recall that one.
Okay, so it's Kurt Russell is the lead character.
Okay.
And he's a little rough around the edges, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. This one, Goldie Hawn, who is his real life wife.
Goldie Hawn?
Yes.
Is in this too?
Is going to play Mrs. Claus.
Oh, makes sense.
It makes sense.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to some of those, but they're going to have some musicals. They're going to have a couple of those sequels. They're also, I'm so excited, Great British Baking Show Holidays.
She's into the baking, if you didn't know that already.
Yeah, but the Great British Baking Show is just the best. And then when they do holidays, because, they make things like Yorkshire pudding, which I have no idea. I've never tried it before, but Yorkshire pudding, and they all talk like that, and it's great.
Are you going to make some of that during Liz's Ugly Bakery?
I might. I've wanted to do for you guys an English tea at some point.
Really?
Yeah, and have crumpets and biscuits and tea, like English tea. I went Cockney all of a sudden. But anyway, I like it. So
she does, yeah.
I'm really looking for. There's a new episode of the Great British Baking Show that's on today. So
is this a Netflix thing?
Yeah,
the British Baking Show thing.
You can watch it in England. It's called I think it's the Great British Bake Off, and so you can watch it on their streaming service. Which is where I get that sometimes.
I'm watching less and less of Netflix. We almost got rid of it because I'm like, there's just too much weird stuff on this. I primarily keep it for the Great British Baking Show, and there's another show, oh my goodness, what's it called? Sugar Rush or something like that. There's another baking show. That's really the only thing I go to it for. But I will watch Christmas Chronicles. I've tried a couple of shows on Netflix, and I'm like, this is just not me.
Yeah.
I just don't like what they're doing with the shows. It's it's totally against what I live for. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
I know what you're talking about, and I'm not into it.
At least they got some cleaner Christmas stuff that's coming out.
They do, but you have to be very selective, like you are, honestly, with any television that you have.
True.
Any movie that you watch, any song that you listen to, you have to be super, especially with the kids, and if it fits your lifestyle, and you have to weed all that stuff out. It's a daily decision.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll always have those choices to make, don't we?
His morning crew.
We were talking about some of these shows, and I love the Great British Baking Show, and there's a new holiday one, another season coming out. Madison texted, and she said the Great British Baking Show is my absolute favorite. I love British TV.
That's your jam, huh? Get it? Get it? It's a play with words.
Dad
your
joke
jam.
on a Friday.
I'm sorry about that. Don's standing by. Don, what's on your mind here?
Let Liz know that if she likes all the British shows, without all the stuff that comes with Netflix, to try out BritBox.
Right? Someone else just told me about that. Tell me, what is your favorite thing about BritBox?
But they have all the baking shows that you're talking about, and they have a lot of unique shows. I like the British crime dramas because it's more about the story and solving the crimes instead of all the shoot-em-ups that you typically get in American TV.
All the fluff that's around it. You're right. Yeah.
And they have a different sense of humor that you must get and really enjoy.
Yes, I work in IT, so I have a weird sense of humor.
There's a show I like in Britain, and it's about Sherlock Holmes. I think it's just called Sherlock Holmes. I don't want to call it Sherlock because that's the one that's in America.
Is that Benedict Cumber?
Yes.
Cumber Cookie?
Yeah.
Cumberbatch? Whatever.
Cumber Cookie?
Listen, my daughter and I have all kinds of different names for him. We just play around with his last name, which is fun.
It's the Cumber Cookie guy.
It is.
Yeah.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Do you like to dance ever?
Me?
Much? Yeah.
She hasn't seen that I have no rhythm.
Doesn't matter. I can't dance. I love to dance. If I hear a song that gets it, I'll just move. Like
She does. Well, listen, you have the moves. I don't know if you've ever seen Liz move, but she can dance.
Whatever. But it makes me happy when I do.
If you talk to your husband, Joey,
okay,
he would tell you the same thing.
He
You
might.
can dance.
He might. But I have fun doing it. Evidently, it's really good for our health and our
Really?
mental state, too, because dancing, according to, and I don't know how many people they asked, but 3/4 of them, 75% of the people said dancing makes them happy. However they do it, good or bad, if they break dance, if they do the slow dance, I don't know what.
I don't know what. I think when I dance, people throw up.
Absolutely
You know, you
not.
haven't been around. There is sickness that happens when I move.
Absolutely not. But you
It's
know what?
horrible.
But does it make you happy?
No.
When you dance. That's the thing.
Depresses me. I can't move.
No. So they say it releases. Now, this is actual research. There's a psychologist, a doctor.
They haven't talked to me.
No, he said the positive effects of dance will reduce your stress and anxiety in a lot of different ways, especially when we've been going through what we've been going through. That if you just have a dance party, I've been known to have dance parties in my kitchen. Just a good song comes on, and I'm like, now the kids won't do it with me now because they get embarrassed. Mom, you're so embarrassing.
I'm feeling embarrassed now.
Why? Because I'm not dancing.
No, I feel like you're going to make us dance, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stand my ground. No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Come on. Let's see some moves.
No, you'll throw up. I do not want to make you sick.
You don't even need. Look, you don't even need. Why are you looking at me like that? Come on.
I'm not.
Come on. Just let me see a move, Rob Dempsey. Oh, my goodness gracious.
This is a Saturday Night Fever move.
I know. I was like, we went back to that movie in the, 70s or something like that?
I can point my finger up.
Okay.
And I can point my finger down.
Oh, wait, but then you have to add the other move from that same movie. That's the rolling of the hands. Like you roll your wrists together, and then you almost look like a hitchhiker. Right? No! Not a boxing move. No. Oh, my.
No?
Oh, my. Okay.
No.
Here, stay with me,
left
Grasshopper.
hook,
Stay with
right
me,
hook.
Grasshopper. No. So roll your wrists, your hands around like you were a minute ago. Look at me. Watch
What?
me. Roll your...
Dude, that's a boxing move.
two
That's like doing a speed bag.
Okay,
I can
but
do a
bring it
speed
down.
bag.
Bring it down.
No, I'll
Bring
hurt
it down.
myself.
No. And then hitchhike.
Hitch?
Yeah.
You said hitchhike. I'm standing on the street corner
I was
hitchhiking.
supposed to reduce stress because that ain't happening
I
right
told
now.
you. People get sick when I dance.
No.
See, the researcher dude is wrong.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I have to apologize.
Why?
I did something really horribly bad.
Why?
And you'll see it on his radio TV.
Oh, okay. I know what
You'll see it.
Sorry, what?
I'm Rob. That's Liz. It's his morning crew on his radio. So you'll see it either at hisradio.com in the video replay or an Apple TV and Roku. See, Liz was talking about research studies that tell you that dancing makes you happy. And listen, I think that's for certain people. For me, it makes me depressed because I can't dance.
Oh.
And for others who are watching me, they get really ill. As a matter of fact, maybe you should not go to see his radio TV today.
No.
And watch this. I'm just thinking,
Okay.
you will do me a favor. If you go to his radio TV to watch this today, at hisradio.com, Apple TV, or Roku, make sure it's on an empty stomach.
Rob.
Seriously.
Here's the thing. I learned years ago, I can't worry about somebody else thinking something about the way I dance because I don't dance great.
You'll see her. You'll go, she can dance.
But you can't worry about it. That's why you might get depressed about it.
Listen,
Because you're worried
can't.
about it.
No.
Don't worry
Hey, you've seen people who line dance going, they have no right being out there like that.
Oh, no. You have,
Listen.
believe, I am a lover of dancing. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't say you don't have a right to be out there. I might say, oh, okay, the rhythm's off. But you have every right to be on the dance floor or in your kitchen, which is where some of the best dance parties will happen.
Listen, I almost at a friend's wedding did it.
Yes.
And then I went, these people can move. I'm going to disrupt things here.
You won't.
No, it will. No, it's just, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Jennifer texted in and she said, I can't dance, but I have ADHD. And one of the ways I burn the energy is dancing silly with my kids around the house because it brightens everybody's mood, I should say. Tanya said she said, I listen to y'all all day on his radio. And sometimes a song comes on and I just start dancing. It's like you just can't help it. And my husband is like, Rob, he looks at me and says, what are you doing? But she said, I just can't stand there. I just love it. Makes her feel better.
So I'm driving down the road one day.
Okay.
Jody Robinson, who is our Savannah coordinator, he's in the car with me.
Okay.
And so we have Toby Mac or something going on, some old school type of rap with Toby. And we're blasting it, and we're on the freeway, and it's a traffic jam. So traffic's moving slowly. And so we're churning butter. Okay?
Oh, no! I know what
So
you're saying!
you see a couple of middle-aged guys, churning. And when I'm talking about, you have your hands like you have a stick, and you just... So we're doing that to the song.
Wait.
This poor mom in a car next to us, we hear this honk, honk. And she looks at us, she gives us a thumbs up, and then... And then the finger in the mouth.
Yes.
See, she was getting sick on the interstate.
But you were doing the Cabbage Patch, right?
Is that what you call it? I always call it churning butter.
Not the way you were doing it. I will say, not the way you were doing it. You were churning butter.
Yeah.
Because you should have your fists kind of beside each other.
See, I don't know
stacked.
this. No, that's a.
So
and
it
then
should be more of a like this.
With your okay.
Like that. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. So all I'm saying, and if you watch this on his radio TV later, do it on an empty stomach.
No.
Because the dance moves, for me, I don't have them.
But
people get sick.
Your dancing has made me very happy.
Well, yeah, because you make fun of it.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
It's amazing what you can do by one simple act and how it touches a life.
When I'm riding and the Holy Spirit just speaks to me, and uses y'all's radio station. And to me, that's the most important thing. I can talk about how it's encouraging and everything else, but the most important thing to me is the way the Holy Spirit has used y'all's station in my life. And I really appreciate y'all putting the word out there.
And that all starts with a simple gift of support to his radio. I'm grateful for you. Share-a-thon is coming up in just a little more than a week from Monday. It's Monday the 19th. Yeah. And if you didn't know, we're a listener-supported outreach. And so it's people like you that keep the station going, and it's a gift of support that reaches his life every single day.
Yeah. When you think about it and you start your day with his radio and you've got the kids in the back seat, you're making a ripple effect. You are influencing their lives through the songs and the encouragement. But when you take that next step and you make a gift to his radio, think of how many other families and lives that you're impacting. And it's so easy to do online at hisradio.com. If you're listening on the app right now or you want to open the app, it's right there. And you can also text in the word give to 800-447-7234.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
So seniors in high school generally have a senior skip day. And a lot of times all the teachers seem to know, it's happening. And not that it's sanctioned by the school or anything, but it's kind of a rite of passage, I guess, in some ways. There is a school in Flagstaff, Arizona that did a reverse, as they say, ditch day.
Reverse ditch day.
Yes. So a reverse skip day, they decided because they've been learning virtually all this time during the pandemic, they're going to go to school.
Well, then.
It's so funny, but they did. They were like, we miss our friends. We miss our school. We want to be there. they kept themselves socially distanced. So what they did was they showed up with their Chromebooks or their iPads or whatever technology. They had their chairs that they set up all around the school, socially distanced.
So they couldn't get in. So they must have been outside?
Yes. They were all outside
great.
in the parking lot, like at the front of the office. And so the teachers, are inside the school or wherever they're holding their virtual classes. And all the kids are there.
They're outside in their lawn chairs. That's great.
Well, I guess if you're thinking about it, I'm a senior. I'm not getting this senior ditch or skip day. How am I going to handle this? I'm going to school.
I'm going to go to school, man. There I am.
Yeah.
You take that.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
Really, in all actuality, it's a very small way that we can say a big thank you for being a part of the ministry of His Radio. I'm Rob Dempsey. She's Liz Riles. We're His Radio. So you can win Choose Your Chill, which is the first day giveaway for our Share-a-thon. And it's pretty big when you think about it because you get your choice between two enormous-sized thank you gifts, so to say.
Yeah, like you'll need a moving truck. Well, maybe not, but we'll get it to you.
We'll need the moving truck to get it to you.
You get your choice between a home theater system. We're talking that big screen TV. Like if you like those movies with the great big sound, man, this is right up your alley.
Come on.
Yeah, but if you like to entertain a lot, which I do, and I think a lot of people do, always having people at their house after the social distancing, you got to have a lot of room to keep all that stuff cool so you can choose a high-end deluxe refrigerator.
How amazing is that? That's why you get to choose your chill, the chill of the fridge or the chill of the home theater system where you get to sit back and chill. You will win that. It's a random drawing on the first day of our Share-a-thon. That's October 19th. There's a couple of ways that you can enter to win. Here's one way. It's give your gift early for our Share-a-thon. You can actually do that right now.
Yeah, before you may forget about it, because I am known to do that. Most people are. But if you go ahead and take care of it now, don't have to worry about it. You can text in the keyword give to 800-447-7234. Just jump online. HisRadio.com's right there, or the His Radio app.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
So there's this guy, Jim, and he's flipping a house in Illinois. And he goes into the house one day. The furniture is still in there. Who he bought it from was the lady that's in her 80s. And he noticed near the couch there's a couple of envelopes. And so he pulled out from the bottom of the couch these envelopes. And it turns out these envelopes were deposit envelopes, like to a bank.
Oh, okay.
He opens up one, $5,000.
What?
He opens up the other one, $7,500. So altogether, that's $12,500 that he found at this couch. There's envelopes all over the place. He counts all this money. He's like, wow. So he gets a hold of the owner who moved from Illinois to Arizona for retirement and said, hey, listen, I don't know if you're missing anything, but there's all this cash. It turned out that's what her savings. She didn't trust the banks. And so that was her life savings. She just forgot where she had put it all.
Oh, my goodness.
And so he saved that lady's life savings.
She had thousands and thousands, but it was just like when he walked in the house, it was just sort of there.
It's there. If somebody else was flipping the house, they're like, oh, sorry, Charlie, this is mine now. Look what I bought me.
Exactly. Oh, I'm so thankful that he's so honest and he followed through and did the right thing.
That's so true.
Because I'm sure that woman was just beside herself, wondering, where did I put? Have you done that? Like misplaced a little bit of cash? Nothing like that, but. And it just worries you to death.
It does.
It
does. But he did the right thing.
Yes, he did.
He tracked her down. She's got her money.
Good for him.
His Morning Crew.
So fall's here. I've noticed the leaves are so turning colors. I'm colorblind, but I can pick up a few of them. I can see some red.
You can see the nuances, right?
There's different shades. There's light and dark and all that other stuff. 800-447-7234. Oh, here's Terry. Terry, what's up?
Hi there. Going toward North Carolina.
Like near Hendersonville?
You go under the Highway 11 bridge on Highway 25, and then you got a right turn that puts you on the O2 lane. And you drive up through there, and the trees create a canopy of trees and branches over the highway. And if you want some good leaf changing and some good colors, drive up through there.
Sounds like you visited that for years.
I remember when we had to drive up there you get to North Carolina. That's always been a favorite place of mine now to see leaves. And the thing is, not many people drive up through there.
Oh, it sounds like a much-needed trip over the next couple of weeks for sure.
And I think I'll keep it our secret.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to tell too many people.
Yeah, like there's nobody listening right now. Just me, just the three of us.
You didn't hear what Terry said. Put it out of your mind.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
If you ever happen to take a visit to Legacy Charter School or Legacy Early College and go into the cafeteria, you'll run into Chef V, and Chef V just might rap to you.
You're in for a double treat. Yeah, she'll not only make up a great meal, or $1,400, but yeah, she is also going to rap or sing for you.
So Chef V, believe it or not, is with us right now on his radio. Are you even getting used to all this attention, Chef V?
I still haven't adapted, but it was crazy because I went to Dollar Tree the other day in Simpsonville, and the lady was like, I recognize you. I know you. And I'm like, yeah, I come in here all the time. She's like, no, I saw you on GMA online. She's like, you're Chef V. You're like a local celebrity for South Carolina. I'm like, oh, really? Can I get an autograph? I'm like, yeah, you can, of course.
You signed an autograph in the Dollar Tree?
I did.
I got to ask, though, are you being asked to sing and rap wherever you go?
Not yet, but I'm ready if I have to.
Oh, for real? Wow.
Just laid it down.
So let me ask, what made you start dropping down the rhymes like that?
Surely I could make a crazy song, but it'll talk about what I do every day. I started with Cafeteria Shuffle. So Cafeteria Shuffle's been out there, but I've never pushed it. I just did it within the school. But here lately, when I started getting pressed, and they wanted a new video for it, that's when it's like, okay, Cafeteria Shuffle. I was like, you can do that whether you're going to be line dancing, if you're going to be in the cafe, you're going to be at home, because it's just a feel-good song.
Okay, what are your family and friends saying now?
My mom, she was like, I thought you would sing, never thought you would rap, because I grew up singing in the choir. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know I could rap either, but, now that's just my thing, and they're just so happy. They're like, keep doing what you do. We just love it. And my mom's like 77, and she's just tapping her feet every time. Anything I do, she's like, I just love it.
Great.
Of course. That's your mama, always going to love it. So what do the kids think about it?
Well, I have performed it at the elementary campus before, COVID, doing breakfast to get the kids pumped up. And that worked out. They were all into it. And then at the secondary location in Greenville, Legacy Early College, I performed it on my chef station during high school lunch. Now, they were high school was really into that. They were all over that. So they love it. They was like, I didn't know you rap. I was like, well, I didn't know either, but now I didn't. Because I want to be like the first. I want to be the first female rapping chef. So I love what I do. I love to cook. That is my thing. But I want to rap, and I could cook you a meal and rap at the same time.
I love it.
You're feeling all the senses.
I'm thinking, do you bake?
I do. I do a little baking. I'm not a pastry chef, but I do bake.
Okay, well, here it is. There's an open invitation for you to join Liz in Liz's Ugly Bakery. Because the things she makes don't really look good, but they taste great.
You can maybe help me make it look better, but I think we need to do this coming up.
Okay, I'm down. Let me know when and where.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I know, enough with 2020. I mean, social distancing in a pandemic is one thing.
Yeah.
You add on top in California the fires that they've been living through. Yeah. I mean, we've got Delta that's coming as a hurricane to Louisiana. So with the wildfires in California, there are some bright things that are happening, some positive things that are happening. There was one firefighter that found a mountain lion cub.
A baby?
Just wandering. Yeah, and I don't know if you know anything about mountain lions, but the cubs stay with mama for 2 years.
I didn't know for 2 years.
2 years before there's the separation. It takes us 18 years to get them out of the house.
Right.
2 years. So there's no mom. And so here's this little mountain lion. The good thing is they were able to get it off to the zoo, Oakland Zoo, as a matter of fact. He's 4 weeks old, this little mountain lion.
Can you imagine how scared he was, not knowing what's happening? Mama's gone, hungry, need his diaper changed. I mean, the whole thing.
So the good thing is that they say that this little mountain lion cub is alert and feisty now. It was scared and really timid and shaking and everything else. separated from mama. But there's some good things that are coming out of
somebody
this.
was there to save him, and they're just the cutest. I guess when they're born, they have those big blue eyes, and oh my goodness, what a baby!
And hopefully he'll grow up to be a great mountain lion, I guess.
I'm sure he will. He'll
Out
be
in the
raised by humans,
wild
possibly.
somewhere.
Yeah, maybe they might let him back out in the wild, but
well, you know what? You're right. He'll be at the zoo.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Just because he hasn't had that interaction. Mm-hmm. Do they call it a pack or a herd or something like that? Not a herd, but
I would say a pack.
Pack, I would too.
I don't know. Excuse me. I'm not an Animal Planet expert.
Me either.
I would say what it really is, but pack sounds
good.
more like it to me.
Yeah.
Like dogs are a pack.
Yeah.
Why not mountain lions be a pack?
Yeah. So he hasn't had the opportunity to be part of one. So I would agree.
If you're a zoologist, feel free to call and let us know.